Yo, Commanders Nation, get ready, cause this is a bomb that just got confirmed. Brandon Ayuk just a pick that changes everything, and in less than a minute, I'm gonna drop why this move ain't just an Adam Peters master. It also forces us to ask, is Ayuk really ready to ball after a year off? And speaking of ready, Terry McLaurin is out here in Ashburn like never before, with OTA reports that'll blow your mind and tell you why this year is his definitive comeback. But hold up, will it be enough to justify that monster contract? And to cap it all off, Leo Chenal, our new defensive monster, is about to go off in the DMV, and I'm gonna break down why his impact is gonna be way bigger than most folks think, turning our defense into a straight up war machine. This is what you need to know right now. Okay, fam, let's just get straight to it. Brandon Ayuk, the man, the myth, the legend. Or at least the legend in the making for our team. This whole Ayuk saga has been a roller coaster, right? For 2 years, this dude has been hinting, winking, and outright screaming that he wants to be a Washington Commander. And this week, he just took it to a whole new level. He posted a picture of himself on social media, rocking a Commander's hat. A Commander's hat. Bro, you can't make this stuff up. This isn't a subtle hint anymore. This is a full-blown declaration of war on the 49ers front office. Now, let's break down what this really means, because there are layers to this onion, and most people are only peeling the first one. Ayuk has been linked to us since his 2024 contract dispute. He named the Commanders as a preferred destination. Why? Jaden Daniels, his former Arizona State teammate. That connection is real, it's deep, and it's something you can't just ignore. Then, earlier this month, he unfollowed almost everyone on Instagram, leaving just 3 accounts: his wife, Jaden Daniels, and the Commanders. If that's not a billboard-sized message, I don't know what is. The holdup, as we all know, has never been about Ayuk's desire to be here. It's about the 49ers being stubborn. They want draft capital. They want to be compensated. And our GM, Adam Peters, who knows the 49ers organization inside and out from his years there, is playing chess, not checkers. He knows they're eventually going to have to cut Ayuk. He knows they're backed into a corner. And he's reportedly unwilling to send over even a late-round pick. And you know what? I'm here for it. Keep it a buck. Why should we give up anything when they're about to be forced to release him anyway? The NFL world is reacting exactly how you'd expect. Gig is up. Release him, one account wrote. A 49ers fan, clearly fed up, said, "I can't wait for him to be off my team." And our own Commanders analyst Josh Taylor hinted at the inevitable, saying, "If you don't think this happens, then IDK what to tell you, lol? This isn't just fan speculation anymore, fam. This is a player actively trying to force his way out, and he's using every tool at his disposal. But here's the critical piece that most people are missing, the one that makes this whole situation even more volatile for the 49ers. Ayuk didn't play a single snap in 2025. Not one. And the 49ers, in a move that I still can't wrap my head around, voided all of his guaranteed salary. Why? They cited concerns about his recovery process and missed rehab after his major knee injuries. Think about that for a second. This man was one of the most productive receivers in the league in 2023 with a career-high 1,342 receiving yards and second-team All-Pro honors. His WR impact metric was 92.7, ranking 4th in the league. And now, after missing a full season, his contract is a shell of its former self, with no guaranteed money. This is where the 49ers have completely fumbled the bag, bro. They had a top-tier receiver, a guy who was performing at an elite level, and they let his contract situation get so out of hand that he's now actively trying to leave. And by voiding his guaranteed money, they've essentially told him, "We don't trust you. We don't believe in your recovery." That's a dangerous game to play with a player of Ayuk's caliber. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, his health. Matt Maiocco, an NBC Sports Bay Area insider, put it bluntly: "I don't think it's a certainty that he is ready to play football, win a roster spot, and be the player he was, or anywhere near the player he was, when we last saw him playing at a high level, which was in the 2023 season." And Jennifer Lee Chan, his co-host, even questioned if Ayuk wants to play football, given the lack of footage of him on the field. Look, I get the concern. A major knee injury, missing a full season, that's no joke. But here's my take. Ayuk is a competitor. He's been pushing for this move for 2 years. He's not doing all this just to sit on the sidelines. He wants to play, and he wants to play with Jaden Daniels. The fact that the Commanders are still interested, despite the injury concerns, tells you everything you need to know. They've done their due diligence. They know what they're getting into. And let's be real, fam. A healthy Ayuk paired with Daniels and Terry McLaurin. That's a dangerous passing attack. That's a legitimate threat. We tried to address the receiver need in the draft with Antonio Williams, and he's got potential, but Ayuk is a different caliber of talent. He's a proven playmaker. He's the missing piece that could elevate this offense from good to truly elite. Emmanuel Acho, the former NFL linebacker, is out here warning teams against signing Ayuk, saying he's no longer worth the headache. He argues that Ayuk's talent no longer makes room for his extracurricular issues. And with all due respect to Acho, I think he's missing the point entirely. This isn't about Ayuk being a headache. This is about a player who feels disrespected by his current team, a player who wants to play with his college quarterback, and a player who is trying to control his own destiny. The 49ers are playing a dangerous game of chicken, and Ayuk just slammed on the gas. They're hoping to recoup draft capital, but Adam Peters is smarter than that. He knows that at some point the 49ers will have no choice but to cut him. And when that happens, we'll be there, ready to scoop him up. The sooner all parties move on, the sooner Ayuk can get into the Commanders' building and prepare for the season. This isn't just a trade rumor anymore, fam. This is a player actively manifesting his future, and that future, bro, is in burgundy and gold. Alright, let's pivot from the Ayuk drama for a second, because while that's brewing, something truly special is happening right here in Ashburn. We're talking about Terry McLaurin, fam. Scary Terry himself. And the reports coming out of OTAs are making me genuinely excited. This isn't the same Terry we saw last year, and that's a good thing. Last season, man, it was a mess for Terry. He sat out the entire offseason with a contract dispute, came back not in proper condition, started slow, then injured his quad and missed 7 of 8 games. Career lows across the board, no 100-yard games, only 3 touchdowns. It was brutal to watch, especially for a guy who has been the epitome of consistency and professionalism for this franchise. But this year feels different. Independent team reporter Ben Standig, a guy who keeps it a buck, said it best, and the Commanders have a very unsettled receiver room, and you need somebody there to say, okay, follow what he's doing. If everything revolves around what Terry is doing, more or less, they'll figure out the rest. To have him there, on and off the field, is a big deal, and it does seem like he is all in. All in. That's the phrase, fam. That's what we need to hear. McLaurin is on the wrong side of 30, and his high-priced contract kicks in this year, averaging $32 million for the next 3 seasons. The pressure is on. He has everything to prove all over again, and from what we're hearing, he's embracing it. Think about it. During his only full season with high-level quarterback play, and let's be honest, that's been a rarity for Terry, he caught 13 touchdowns and was a second-team All-Pro in 2024. That's the Terry McLaurin we know. That's the Terry McLaurin we need. And with Jaden Daniels under center, with a new offensive coordinator in David Blau who wants to attack, the potential for a bounce-back year is immense. This isn't just about stats, though. This is about leadership. This is about setting the tone. With all the uncertainty in the receiver room, the Ayuk rumors, the battles for the No. 2 spot with guys like Treylon Burks and Diami Brown, the potential of a rookie like Antonio Williams, Terry McLaurin is the steady rock. He's the guy everyone looks to, and if he's all in, if he's leading by example, that's going to permeate throughout the entire offense. My honest take, last year was an aberration, a perfect storm of contract drama, lack of preparation, and injuries. This year, Terry is healthy, he's motivated, and he's got a quarterback who can actually get him the ball. I'm predicting a huge bounce-back year for McLaurin. We're talking 1,000 plus yards, double-digit touchdowns. He's going to remind everyone why he's one of the most respected receivers in the league. And if Ayuk does eventually join him, bro, watch out. This offense could be absolutely explosive. The commitment from Terry, the focus, the leadership, it's all there. And that, fam, is something to be genuinely hyped about. Okay, fam, let's shift gears to the other side of the ball, because while our offense is getting all the hype, our defense is quietly building something special, and a huge part of that is our new linebacker, Leo Chenal. This dude is a certified monster, and he's coming in at no. 10 on our roster rankings, which, honestly, might be too low. The Commanders invested heavily in defense this offseason, and it wasn't about signing big names for the sake of it. It was about betting on ascending talents, guys with even better football ahead of them, and Leo Chenal fits that mold perfectly. He signed a 3-year, $24.75 million contract, and let me tell you, that's a steal for what this guy brings to the table. In Kansas City, Chenal was never a true 3-down player. His snap counts never went above 445, or more than 53% of possible defensive playing time. But when he was on the field, he was ferocious. He's a heat-seeking missile against the run, and he's got the speed and agility to cover well. He had 3 forced fumbles in 2024, and his best statistical season in 2023 saw him with 65 tackles, 3 sacks, 8 tackles for a loss, and 7 quarterback hits. And the man just doesn't miss tackles, like, ever. That's the kind of consistency and impact you want from your linebackers. The Chiefs loved him, but they had significant funds tied into Nick Bolton and other defensive stalwarts, so paying Chenal's market value was tough for them. Their loss is our gain, fam. Adam Peters saw the potential, and he pounced. Now, why is he so exciting for our defense? Because his role is about to explode. Durante Jones, our new defensive coordinator, wants to attack, attack, attack. And Chenal is the perfect weapon for that philosophy. Our own John Portis sees a mix of off-the-ball responsibilities with some work off the edge in Jones's scheme. This isn't just a run-stuffing linebacker, bro. This is a versatile piece who can disrupt offenses in multiple ways. And let's talk about his raw athletic score, Reyes. I mean, my goodness, this dude is an athletic freak. That's catnip for our front office, which prioritizes those metrics. He's got the physical tools, the motor, and the instincts to be a dominant force in this league. And playing alongside our number 7 overall pick, Sonny Styles. That's a dynamic duo right there. The expectation is clear. Career bests in snaps and vital stats. This is a real opportunity for Chenal to become a featured player, a true 3-down linebacker who can anchor our defense for years to come. He's going to be flying around, making plays, and bringing that physicality that Dan Quinn and Durante Jones crave. Some might argue that Josh Conerly Jr. could have taken the number 10 spot in the rankings, and he's a great player, but Chenal's proven track record and his immense potential in this new scheme make him the clear choice for me. He's going to be a foundational piece of this defense. A guy who sets the tone and brings that relentless energy every single snap. Get ready, fam, because Leo Chenal is about to become a household name in the DMV. We've got so much to be excited about, even with the lingering drama. The Aiyuk situation is wild, but it's also a testament to how attractive this franchise has become under Adam Peters and Dan Quinn. Players want to be here. They see the vision. They see Jaden Daniels. And that, bro, is a massive shift from where we were just a few years ago. Terry McLaurin is locked in, ready to prove all the doubters wrong, and Leo Chenal is about to unleash hell on opposing offenses. This team, fam, is building something special. It's not just hype anymore, it's tangible progress. We're not just hoping for a winning season, we're expecting it. This franchise has decades of history, iconic moments, legends like Darryl Green, Art Monk, John Riggins. The legacy is real, and this new era, with this new energy, is about to add to that legacy. So, if you're feeling the hype, if you're ready for this season, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tell me down in the comments. Do you think Brandon Aiyuk will be a Commander before the season starts, or will the 49ers hold on to him until they're forced to cut him? I want to hear your takes. Let's go, Commanders! We'll see you in the next one.